Every trade, every click, every buy and sell, they all leave a trace, and together they create one thing: volume. It's not price, it's not profit, it's the pulse of the market. Most people look at a stock chart and focus only on price, those red and green candles moving up and down. But down at the bottom, you'll notice a series of little bars. That's volume, and it's one of the simplest, yet most powerful tools in the entire market. So, what exactly is volume? In plain English, volume tells you how many shares were traded during a specific period of time. That's it. No complicated math, no secret Wall Street formula, just the total number of shares that changed hands. If a stock's volume for the day is 5 million, that means 5 million shares were bought and sold during that trading day. Every time one person buys and another sells, it counts toward the volume total. Let's make it even simpler. Imagine you're at a farmer's market on a Saturday morning. There's a fruit stand selling apples. If only a few people stop by and buy apples here and there, that's low volume. But if the place is packed, people are lined up, grabbing apples non-stop, that's high volume. The apples are the shares. The buyers and sellers are investors. And the buzz, the energy, the crowd, that's the market activity represented by volume. Now, volume doesn't tell you who is buying or selling. It doesn't say whether the smart money is in or out. But what it does tell you is how much interest there is in that stock at that moment. When volume spikes, it's like the crowd suddenly rushing into that fruit stand. Something caught their attention. Maybe news, maybe hype, or maybe just momentum. When volume dries up, it means fewer people care. The stock's not being talked about, and not many are trading it. So why does this matter? Because volume shows conviction. If a stock's price jumps but the volume is very low, it might just be a few small trades pushing it up. Nothing to take too seriously. But if the price rises and the volume surges, that means lots of traders are participating, and that move has strength behind it. In other words, volume adds context to price action. It tells you whether the market truly cares about that move, or if it's just noise. Let's say you're watching Apple stock. It's trading around $180. Most days, Apple trades tens of millions of shares. That's high volume, normal for a big company everyone follows. But imagine one day, volume suddenly doubles, 50 or 60 million shares traded in a single day. That tells you something's going on. Maybe an earnings announcement, a new iPhone launch, or a major news event that grabbed attention. That spike in volume confirms there's real energy, real participation behind the price action. If you look at a stock chart, volume is usually displayed as a row of vertical bars at the bottom. Each bar represents how many shares were traded during that time frame. So on a daily chart, each bar is one day of trading. A tall bar means high volume, lots of trades that day. A short bar means low volume, not much action. You might also notice color differences. Green bars for days, when the price closed higher, and red bars when it closed lower. That gives you a quick snapshot of whether the buying or selling activity was dominant. Now, even if you're not a trader, understanding volume gives you a peek into how the market breathes. It's like watching traffic in a city. Price tells you where the cars are going. Volume tells you how many cars are on the road. You could have a street that looks calm until rush hour hits. Then suddenly, it's packed. That's what a volume spike looks like on a chart, a surge of attention, energy, and movement. So next time you check a stock, don't just look at the price line. Take a second to glance at the volume bars below. They'll show you if the market's quiet or buzzing, if investors are sleeping, or if the action's heating up. Understanding volume helps you read the mood of the market. It's not about predicting the future. It's about recognizing when people are paying attention. Because when traders care, that's when opportunities start showing up. So, To wrap it all up, volume is simply the count of how many shares are traded. It doesn't predict price, but it reveals interest, energy, and conviction. Price tells you what's happening. Volume tells you how much it matters. So next time you open a chart, don't ignore those little bars at the bottom. They're showing you the heartbeat of the market. That's volume, simple, powerful, and something every investor should understand. Now here's the best part. After watching this video, next time someone around you starts talking about stocks, you won't be lost anymore. You'll actually get it. You'll know what they mean when they mention volume, and you can jump right into the conversation like a pro. And if you stick with me here on this channel, I promise you're going to keep learning the stock market in the simplest, most practical way possible. In my videos, you won't just understand how the market works, you'll pick up real trading terms. You'll learn how people actually talk about stocks, and even sharpen your English along the way. So hit that subscribe button, and let's keep making the world of stocks something you can actually understand, step by step, together. Goodbye, everyone.